Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be in the world and whatever chapter of life you occupy at this moment, let me begin with a question that has echoed through history, yet still lands like thunder in the heart. What if 30 days from today, your life looked nothing like it does right now? What if, in the span of one simple month, you could shift the trajectory of your finances, your relationships, your confidence, indeed the very energy with which you greet each new sunrise? Sounds ambitious, perhaps even impossible, doesn't it? But consider this. The earth needs only about 30 days to turn a seed into a sprout, a caterpillar into a butterfly, a night sky into a new moon. Nature, it seems, is willing to reinvent itself on a 30-day rhythm. So why shouldn't you? Today I invite you to embark on an experiment, not a casual dabble, but an all-in mind and spirit commitment. For the next 30 days, you will become the chief architect of your own life. You will decide what enters your mind, how you allocate your hours, and which voices, internal or external, are granted influence over your destiny. Over the coming weeks, you and I will explore a simple yet profound blueprint: thought, intention, action, reflection. Master these 4 pillars and you will witness change so dramatic that friends will swear you've discovered a hidden wellspring of luck. But luck, you will find, has very little to do with it. Now, before we step onto this 30-day path, let me issue a gentle warning. Real transformation is rarely comfortable. It will ask that you shine a light into corners you've ignored, question habits you once defended, and exchange short-term convenience for long-term greatness. You may feel resistance, doubt, even fear. Perfect. Those are signs that inertia is losing its grip. Keep going. And here is the promise. If you devote yourself, truly devote yourself, to the principles we will outline, you will close this 30-day chapter standing taller, thinking clearer, and acting with a decisiveness that cannot be manufactured by motivation videos alone. You will possess hard evidence that you are more powerful than your history, more capable than your excuses, more imaginative than your environment. You will understand, not merely believe, that your life is a mirror reflecting your daily patterns. Change the patterns, and the reflection must follow. So take a breath. Feel the hush of possibility settle over you. For the next few minutes, silence the notifications, dim the lights of doubt, and open the windows of your mind. Because in the pages ahead, we will strip away the myth that transformation is complicated. We'll show that it is, in fact, a discipline of small, consistent choices, choices that compound like interest until the extraordinary becomes inevitable. If you are ready, truly ready, to prove what 1 month of focused intention can do, then steady your resolve. In a moment, we will step into a detailed roadmap of daily practices, milestones, and mindset shifts designed to usher you into a new realm of living. But first, grant yourself this commitment. I will see this through. Say it aloud, if you dare. Feel the words settle into your bones. Thought, reclaiming the mind. Everything begins in the mind. What you think about, you move toward. What you dwell upon, you eventually become. Your outer world will always bow to the inner pattern of your most dominant thoughts. For the next 30 days, begin each morning by planting a deliberate thought in your mind, one that aligns with the person you wish to become. Write it down, speak it aloud, feel it as though it were already true. I am calm, focused, and disciplined. I attract opportunities by being valuable. I act with courage and purpose every day. Guard your mind as a gatekeeper. When fear knocks, you do not answer. When doubt whispers, you replace it with clarity. This is not suppression, it is mental leadership. Now take this practice deeper. Throughout the day, run a quiet audit every hour. What am I thinking right now? If the thought empowers you, amplify it. If it weakens you, exchange it like a faulty tool. Do this repeatedly and watch how quickly old patterns wither from neglect. Today, close the loop. Spend 5 minutes in stillness, replaying the best moments of your day in vivid detail. The decision you made with confidence, the small act of generosity, the task you finished despite resistance. Celebrate them internally. This mental highlight reel trains your subconscious to expect more victories tomorrow. Remember, the mind is not a cage, it is a canvas. Each thought is a brushstroke of possibility. Paint with intention. Dare to imagine a richer palette of ideas, ideas of abundance, resilience, gratitude. Over 30 days, those strokes merge into a masterpiece whose subject is you, transformed. So, stand guard at dawn, audit at noon, reflect at dusk. Let every sunrise find your mind prepared, every sunset find it wiser. Thought by deliberate thought, you reclaim the greatest territory you will ever govern, the space between your ears. Intention. Decide who you will be. Most people drift through life like a ship without a rudder, tossed by the wind, reacting to waves they never expected. But those who rise, those who transform, decide in advance. This is who I am. This is how I show up. This is what I stand for, no matter what storm rolls in. Your 30-day transformation will not be determined by chance. It will be built on the strength of one internal shift, choosing your response before the world gives you something to react to. Each morning before the world speaks to you, you must speak to yourself, loud and clear. Declare your identity, not as it was yesterday, but as it must be today. Period. Today, I lead with energy. I respond with grace under pressure. I remain composed. I move forward. I choose integrity, focus, and growth. These are not affirmations. These are instructions. You are giving your mind a compass, a map, and a mission. Because without intention, life becomes accidental. You start scrolling without thinking. You start saying yes to things that drain you. You react with emotion instead of acting with wisdom. You survive the day but drift further from the life you want to live. But when you begin with intention, everything changes. The way you walk into the room, the way you speak, the way you face adversity. You become the kind of person others respect, not because you're perfect, but because you're anchored in purpose. And here's the truth. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your standards. And your intention is where those standards begin. So from this moment forward, wake up each morning and answer one simple question before the world answers it for you. Who do I choose to be today? Choose with clarity, choose with courage, choose with commitment, and then live it. Every hour, every moment, until your intention becomes your identity. Action. Do what must be done. A decision without action is a wish. A plan without motion is a monument to someday. Action is the chisel that carves thought into reality. It is the bridge between the mind you've reclaimed and the future you intend to inhabit. For the next 30 days, vow to complete 3 non-negotiable actions every single day. Small, yes. Doable, absolutely. But make no mistake, meaningful. The compound interest of these daily drops will overflow the jar while others are still rearranging their to-do lists. 30 focused minutes on a single priority. No tabs, no pings, no excuses. Pure, directed effort on the task that advances your primary goal. 10 pages of a life-expanding book. Not news feeds, not gossip. Wisdom pressed between covers, waiting to sharpen your perception. One deliberate act of self-command. Perhaps gratitude in place of complaint, water in place of soda, a no where habit once said yes. Each act is a vote for the person you are becoming. Track these actions visibly. Check marks on a wall calendar, a streak app, marbles in a jar. Let your brain see progress. Dopamine will follow, fueling momentum. Remember, consistency beats intensity. An empire of habits built one brick at a time will outlast a weekend of reckless construction. And when perfection whispers that today's effort isn't good enough, ignore it. Done is better than perfect. Imperfect action finished today eclipses flawless action that never leaves the drafting table. Move your feet. The staircase will reveal itself step by step. When the 30 days close, you'll scarcely recall each individual action, yet you'll stand astonished at the mountain moved by 3 daily stones. This is the alchemy of progress, thought, intention, and action fused into reality. Environment. Set the stage for change. A seed cannot flourish in toxic soil, and neither can the new you bloom in the echo chamber of the old. Your environment is the silent sculptor of your destiny. Mold it, or it will mold you. Begin with a ruthless audit. Voices. Whose words fill your ears? Do they ignite possibility or rehearse limitation? Curate your audio diet as carefully as a surgeon selects instruments, podcasts, audiobooks, conversations. Choose those that stretch, not shrink, your vision. Inputs. What dominates your screen time? Replace 30 mindless scroll minutes with a TED Talk, a lecture, or silence for reflection. Attention is the new currency. Invest, don't squander. Spaces. Declutter the desk, the kitchen, the phone apps. Physical clarity breeds mental clarity. Create a launch pad, not a landfill. People. Proximity is power. Spend time with solution seekers, not perennial complainers. If such allies are distant, adopt virtual mentors, books, courses, communities. Let their mindsets rub off until excellence feels familiar. Remember, habits are easier to keep in a supportive environment and harder to sustain in a sabotaging one. Want to eat better? Stock fruits, not excuses. Want to read more? Keep a book within arm's reach and social media 3 taps away. Design makes discipline easier. Willpower should be the backup, not the primary engine. Finally, set visual anchors, quotes on mirrors, goal cards on dashboards, progress charts on walls. Let your surroundings speak possibility at every glance. When the world outside tests your resolve, your curated environment will whisper, "Stay the course." Tend this garden daily. Pull the weeds of distraction. Plant the seeds of growth. Water with intention. In 30 days, the atmosphere around you will feel lighter, brighter, tailored to the rhythm of the person you are determined to become. Discipline, the power of the daily standard. Discipline is often mistaken for restriction, when in fact it is the doorway to freedom. Think of a river. Without banks it is a flood, but with banks it becomes a force that can carve canyons and power cities. Structure is the bank, self-respect is the water, freedom is the flow. For the next 30 days, make a vow that is simple yet profound. I will not negotiate with my old self. Comfort may knock, but it finds the door locked. Excuses may whisper, but they meet a brick wall of resolve. Here is the framework. Fixed wake-up time. Whether the sun rises or rain falls, your feet hit the floor at the hour you decreed. This single act signals to your subconscious, we run the day. The day does not run us. Digital fast until 10 a.m. Do not rent out the first hours of your mind to other people's agendas. Use that prime mental real estate for creation, learning, or silent planning. 60-minute focus blocks. Choose a task, set a timer, and enter a tunnel of undistracted effort. When the alarm rings, step out, breathe, reset, then dive again. 3 such blocks each day will outperform a scattered 8-hour drift. Evening review and reset. Before sleep, scan the day without judgment. What honored your standards? What slipped? Note it, plan one correction, rest. The review closes the loop so tomorrow starts clean, not cluttered. Understand this. Discipline breeds confidence. Each day you keep a promise to yourself. You send internal proof that you are trustworthy. Confidence is not the trophy, it is the receipt, evidence of alignment with your higher self. And when confidence rises, hesitation falls, making action easier than inaction. That is freedom. So, raise your daily standard like a banner. March beneath it unflinchingly. 30 days from now, the banner will not merely fly above you, it will become you. Reflection, learning from every day. Productivity without self-awareness is motion without meaning. To change your life in 30 days, you must convert each day's experience into wisdom, much as a tree converts sunlight into growth. Reflection is the alchemy that turns activity into insight. Create a nightly ritual. Silence the noise. 5 minutes of quiet breathing signals the mind it is time for honest inventory. Replay the highlight reel. Ask, what did I do well today? Celebrate it. Celebration cements behavior. Spot the friction. Ask, what slowed me down? Identify the drag. Was it a distraction, a fear, a lack of clarity? Design tomorrow's tweak. Ask, what will I improve? Choose one adjustment, no more, because change loves simplicity. Write the answers. Pen on paper slows thought to the speed of insight, allowing lessons to sink below the surface. Over days, patterns emerge. A recurring win reveals a strength to double down on. A recurring drag reveals a habit to replace. The diary becomes a mirror that shows not just a face, but a trajectory. Why does this matter? Because when you reflect, you escape the blur of autopilot. Days stop blending into an indistinct fog and start stacking like purposeful bricks. You wake with clarity, not chaos. Eventually, reflection becomes anticipation, seeing pitfalls before you step, spotting opportunities before they knock. Think of these 30 evenings as 30 classrooms. Miss one, and you skip a lecture delivered by the wisest teacher you have, your own experience. Attend them all, and you graduate with a blueprint tailored precisely to you. Identity, becoming the new you. By the final stretch of this 30-day journey, something subtle yet seismic begins to unfold. The person you assumed yourself to be starts dissolving, and a new identity assembles in real time. This process transcends tasks and goals. It rewrites the very question, who am I? Results follow identity, the way shadows follow form. When identity shifts, behavior becomes automatic. Consider these markers of your metamorphosis. Decisiveness replaces hesitation. Choices that once drained you of energy now feel instinctive, aligned with your declared standards. Alertness replaces apathy. You notice opportunities because your mind is tuned to a higher frequency, like a radio freed from static. Self-validation replaces external approval. The mirror becomes enough. You are proud not for applause, but for authenticity. How does this happen? Through repetition backed by emotion. Each time you wake at the hour you promised, you vote for the identity of a disciplined person. Each time you finish a focus block, you vote for the identity of a producer. Each time you reflect honestly, you vote for the identity of a learner. Identity is the cumulative tally of your votes. Now declare it aloud, not as an affirmation but as a statement of fact, earned by 30 days of evidence. I am no longer waiting for change. I am becoming change. Feel the gravity in those words. They signal the end of passive living and the birth of agency. You are not trying to hustle harder. You are living at a new baseline where excellence is normal, dreams are duties, and motivation is a welcome guest, never the landlord. Carry this identity beyond day 30. Protect it like a flame until it grows into an unquenchable fire. Let it light every room you enter and warm every life you touch. Because when you change who you are, you permanently change what you can do, and the world in turn changes its response to you. So here you stand, at the edge of the old you, looking toward the life you were meant to live. 30 days, that's all it takes. Not to arrive at perfection, but to set in motion a quiet revolution within yourself. You've reclaimed your mind, you've chosen your identity, you've acted with discipline, and now you carry the momentum of someone who no longer waits for the right time, because you've decided to become the right person. This journey isn't about doing more, it's about becoming more. And from this day forward, everything changes, not because the world has shifted, but because you have. So go now, with clarity in your thoughts, intention in your steps, and pride in the person staring back at you in the mirror. The next 30 days are not a challenge, they are your proof. You don't have to wait for change anymore. You are the change.